Terrapins headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll come out to the 25. Attempt at a return. Running inside, it's Williams. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Right back to it. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
They're working that left side.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. On the ground, it's Young. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Here's Carr to throw. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
And this could happen on those 3rd and shorts, man. A lot of times, everybody expecting run, ball out, receiver making the play. That's all you got to do, man. Break a few tackles, all of a sudden.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. From inside the 10, here he comes. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Stepping to the right. Fires downfield. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Fleming. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete to the right. Still running at the 40. And an explosive play has him on the move. It all the way to the 48-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Terrapins come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Wide receiver comes in motion. The run inside. It's Williams. Finding some room. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
They'll run it from the gun. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Quarterback keeps it. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22.
You got to love that 3rd down, man. 3rd and short, you've got to be the more physical team. And listen, it's magnified, right? Because the offense just gave up a touchdown. On the opening drive, like, you don't want to punt the football. So nice job being physical on 3rd and short, getting that next set of downs.
Dropping back, it's Washington. Moving out to the right. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Completes it in the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost. concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And, man, another nice run. And you can just see the balance. You can see the toughness. This guy's really good at what he does, and they're going to continue to feature him. He's already got one touchdown on the day, and I imagine he'll continue to be a focal point for this offense, and he better be for this defense.
Now on first down from the 30. On the option. He'll toss it. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Running inside. It's Young. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
3rd and 6 yards to go. The give is to Williams. There was running room there, but he needed another step or two to make it to the 40 and move those chains. It's 4th down. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. The Irish send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Wants to throw. It's Washington. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So now it's 2nd and long. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Finds his man. It's Durham. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
down, 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Punts it out of the air. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Makes the grab. It's Howard. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where the quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people in the defense right now. They have no idea who's getting it next.
On the run, fires downfield. Complete with conviction on the crosser.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
And the Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll move the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Williams. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the move. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. It's complete on the right side. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
Keeps it on 1st down, and he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Washington. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. He'll bring it out. It's Porter. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to the counter. There he goes. The 10. He is in. Touchdown, Irish.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
And they tacked on the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Motion from the wideout. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Back to pass. It's Washington. Open on the right side. That's Smith. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. This quarterback part of their running game. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
That's enough for a Terrapin.
Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's going to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Scanning the field, it's Washington. Got his man.
And obviously that linebacker is getting up with a little bit of juice, a little pep in his step. That was a great lick. Nice job seeing the ball thrown, breaking on it, and really delivering a good blow. But how about the credit to the receiver? Holding on to the football when you're getting hit by a big linebacker in college football, that's a big-time play.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Gonna look downfield again. Fires it incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Running inside, it's Williams.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll send the back in motion. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Carr. They'll run the screen. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He wants to go deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And off from the shotgun. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if they're content to run out the clock here in the first half. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Back to pass, it's Washington. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he's got some space. Flies to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And the Terrapins line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. The run inside. It's Williams. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this 2nd half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Throwing, Carr. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
The Irish needing just inches for the first down. Quarterback keeper. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical in the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Carr throws to the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day or John Hewart.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced and got to fight.
Could be an alley. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Got to give the defense credit. watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Got a man in the middle. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Here's Carr to throw. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Gets it into the end zone.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. They'll leave it with the lone back. Fights off a defender. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the 2nd level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Right. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Washington. Fakes to grab. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, punts just aren't going to get this team back in the game. That was the problem early, just not able to convert on 3rd downs, but a really good job there. Nice execution. That should really help their confidence moving forward.
The Terrapins look to keep this drive humming. To the air on 1st down. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Terrapins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Using his feet. Inside the 30. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Terrapins are in the hurry-up.
Another Terrapin, 1st down.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Looking to the big tight end. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback's security blanket, especially down here in the red zone, and that time, he just dropped it.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to pass. It's Washington. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick him up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Touchdown, Terrapins! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Complete to the left. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. He's got it on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Just barely picked up a yard, but that last completion, it's 2nd and 9. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Bringing it back. All the way back. Touchdown, Maryland!
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. Looking downfield, it's Washington. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Fielded in the end zone. It's Perez. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Comes onto the field ready to go to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. At the 40, there he goes. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
First down for the offense.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Throwing, Carr. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Wants to fire on second down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Here comes the 2-point try. C.J. Carr firing again. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. They'll stop him at the 37, and the defense comes up with a big pick. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
The give is to Williams. Hard-hitting tackle.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. To the air, it's Washington. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play.
Another Terrapin first down.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Tight end now in motion. Off play action on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Throwing right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Really good third down defense, man. Understanding the sticks and getting him in third and long, first of all, is where they won first. And then playing the pass, breaking on the football, forcing a fourth down and in their own territory for the offense.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Obviously, they fail on that fourth down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play and get the ball back to the offense?
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. Going downfield for the big play. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Looking for the 2-point try. Carr. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive.
He's got it down the right side. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Looking for a man. It's Washington. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Webb. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A strike downfield. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Intercepted deep in his own end. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Turning it on. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Carr to throw. Here's a heat. Got his man on the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage, because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Osborne.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Motion from the wide receiver. This is a designed run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. To throw, it's Carr. Quickly out to the tight end. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
They're still firing away even with this lead. He hurls one deep down the left side. Upstairs to make the catch. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewitt, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.